Hey guys, I am Ian K, and in this video, I wanted to do a showcase of a uh, non-unkillable team with the Brogni and Geomancer combo. So the two new champion that was recently released, and they have been um, doing a lot of work in Clan Boss with their high damage potential. And I wanted to create a team that showcases their uh, abilities in the clan boss, and I wanted to do something that is a little different. So a lot of the teams out there utilizes Brogni specifically in like a 2-to-1 team, and it has been a great success, and we've seen a lot of high damage teams out there already. But I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to use Brogni together with Geomancer, and this is the team that I came up with. So So this is a team that I'm using. So I'm using Tyrant, Toragi for double ally protection, Brogni and Geomancer fear for their damage through their reflect mechanic, with Brogni reflecting through the shields and Geomancer reflecting when the clan boss has HP burn on. So Riho is quite crucial to this team specifically because she offers quite a lot. She offers decreased defense, decreased attack, and decreased crit rate, which is quite beneficial later on, as well as a cleanse and heal for the team, and as well block debuffs as well. So she's here to block debuffs, especially the decreased speed from the affinity clan boss or any other affinity debuff, and Brogni blocks the stun. So his heal is also quite significant because none of the champions in this team, except for Tyrant, are able to heal themselves. So her heal tops everyone up back to full after they take a massive hit from the clan boss. So this team requires a team setup AI specific, like an AI preset, because their AI is a little bit wonky, and some champions you don't want them to use certain skills. For example, Tyrant, I've disabled his A2 because we don't want to use his HP burn at all, and I even built him specifically without accuracy since I don't need to use his HP burn. For Toragi, his A2 is quite useless here, so I also just ignore the skill, so he only uses his A1 and ally protection. Brogni, you don't need to use the AI preset, but I set it up just so that I could auto on the first round, but we still have to manual the next. Same with Riho. So Riho is a bit different where you have to set the A3 as first choice because her AI doesn't use her A3 if there is already a already a block debuff up. So this might ruin some of her skill rotation, so I had to set it up as first choice. Geomancer, similarly, I set up this as the opener just so I could auto the first round. But for his A3, you have to set it up as first choice as well, because in his regular AI, if there is already a HP burn up on a clan boss, he won't use his A3 as well. So this was important. All right, so this is the AI preset, and the positioning doesn't really matter, but obviously you want to put the HP aura on the lead. All right, I'll start the run, and I'll go over the gears on all my champion at the end of the run. So as you can see, this is a slow tune team, so everyone is under 191 speed, so the clan boss actually goes first. So a bunch of A1s, and it's auto from here. Okay, so the thing about to note about Geomancer is that his reflect damage he only does his reflect damage when his HP burn is up on the clan boss. So just now right there, his HP burn actually got resisted, so none of the reflect damage was occurring for this rotation. So each time he resists HP burn on the clan boss, it's one entire rotation of no reflect damage, which is quite a lot of damage actually. And to note here is that Riho herself also applies HP burn, but Geomancer's HP burn lasts for 3 turns. So, and Riho's only lasts for 2 turns. So Riho's HP burn will not override Geomancer's HP burn. You can see all the reflect damage and the Giant Slayer procs right there. Alright, so I'm just going to let this run go for a while and then I'll come back towards the end of the run. Okay, so I'm back and we are at round 80 now. And the team is still quite healthy. So I wanted to kind of showcase, I guess, inform the drawbacks of this team. So, of course, so this is since this is like a killable team, there's no one killable in this team. There's actually two ways where this team can actually fail and end early. So the first is that, as I said, since this is a non-unkillable team, decreased attack is a very important debuff to have on the boss. So if the decreased attack gets resisted and does not get placed for a round, the team can just wipe. The second is actually Geomancer. So Geomancer is kind of the link for this team. So if he dies, um, the whole team will basically fail. So how Geomancer actually keep himself alive is through the heals, as you can see here. He's healing a ton. The reason is because I have him in lifesteal gear. So every time he gets damaged, he will attack and he will when he reflects, he does his reflect damage ability. All the reflect damage that he does will heal him. So here's an example. You see he's at a little over half health. When he reflects, he heals himself back to almost full. So this is a very important uh, aspect for his kit. He needs to be able to heal himself back to full, or else he will die. So as you can see later, I'll show you once again. He will have like less than half health when the clan boss does his AoE. Then he will look like he died, but then he heals himself back up to full again. So take a look at it closely right here. I am putting it down to 1 time speed. All right, so his HP is here. Watch it go down to almost right there. He's supposed to die right there, but all the reflect damage heals actually brings him back from the dead and back into full health again. So that is very important for the survival of this team. So, and for in order for him to heal, he needs to be able to reflect the damage. So if his HP burn gets resisted, he won't get to reflect damage and he won't get to heal. So he cannot resist his HP burn at this later round. If not, he will die. So that's the two ways this comp can fail. If decreased attack fails to land on the clan boss, and if Geomancer resists his HP burn on the clan boss. So that is the two ways this team can fail. So if none of that happened, this team can survive much longer. So we'll see how much longer this team can survive. All right, all right. I'll come back at the when the run ends. Okay, so we are at round 114, turn 115 now. I'm not sure how much longer this team will survive, so let's watch till the end. So now Brogni will not be the weakest link in this team since he will always be surviving. So I can see, let's see which champion will be the first to die and then see if that champion can be improved, can be optimized to increase their survivability. From based on what it looks like, I think Riho might be the first. Either Riho or Brogni might be the first champion to die. So decrease attack, HP burn is there. Okay. As you can see, Geomancer has like a quarter health, but somehow he's still able to live through that with the lifesteal set. Turn count 119 now. Oof, a quarter health. HP burn. Okay, decrease attack. Let's see if Geomancer survived this. Still surviving. Okay, Riho is really low. It's like 10% health there. I think she might die in the next turn, next rotation. Toragi is also getting low. Decrease attack, HP burn. Okay, let's see if they can survive this. Who will be the first to die? Okay, it looks like Brogni will be the first to die. Riho still survive. So Brogni is the champion that can be improved survivability wise. Okay, yep. So the run will be ending soon. And there it is, turn 127. 127.5 million damage. Geomancer doing 53 million damage. Riho almost 12 million. Brogni 35.5 million. Toragi 19 million. Tyrant 7.7 million. So this is the craziness of this team. So I'll showcase the gear of on each of this champion. So Riho, she is in a stalwart set with 50k HP, 2.5k defense, 179 speed. So as I mentioned, this is a Slowtuned team. Everyone is between 171 to 189 speed. So their speeds don't matter as much, but there is a turn order where the ideal turn order for this team, which I will let you know of here. So Riho and Geomancer, it doesn't matter what their turn order is. Either one of them can go first, but you want them to be the first two in the rotation. It's either Riho or Geomancer first, and then the next one is the other. Riho or Geomancer should be the first two. Then the last three, Tyrant, Toragi, and Brogni. So the third in line should be Toragi. The fourth should be Tyrant. The fifth and the last in the rotation should be Brogni. So Riho or Geomancer, one or second. Either one of them can be first and second. And then Toragi, Tyrant, and Brogni. So because we need them to use their skill in the proper rotation. All right. So now I'll show. So that was Riho, and we have Brogni. So Brogni is in Savage and Cruel gear to improve the damage done on Giant Slayer. So we have him at about 54k HP, 3.2k attack, 2.8k defense, 171 speed, and crit rate with crit damage. Accuracy does not matter on him. Riho, I built Riho in damage as well. So once we achieve the defensive stats, 50k HP, 2.5k defense, then we can start pumping crit rate, crit damage, and attack. She needs accuracy as well. Then, so I showed Brogni already, again in Savage Gear. Now Tyrant. So Tyrant is in a stalwart set with immortal pieces. So 78k HP, 4.3k defense, 172 speed with crit rate and crit damage. So uh, I was not using his HP burn at all, so I did not build any accuracy in him. Next we have Toragi. So Toragi is in the Guardian set to give an extra 10% ally protection. So he has 100k HP, 2.8k defense, 176 speed, and his crit rate, crit damage doesn't matter at all, and enough accuracy to lend his debuffs. And finally, the star of the team, Geomancer. So he is in lifesteal set. So lifesteal set is very important for him in order to survive. Then we have him in 46k HP, 4.6k defense. His attack, crit rate, crit damage does not matter at all. All his damage comes from his Giant Slayer Reflect procs, and then enough accuracy to land his HP burn. So landing his HP burn is extremely crucial to the fight. So you need to make sure he has enough accuracy to land. So an odd chance that he fails it should only be the 3% resist that all debuff chance has. All right. So I guess the point out is that you have to have him in Giant Slayer, and then all the champions have the defense tree with these two masteries here, decreasing AoE damage and increasing the shield and heals the champion receives. All right, so that is the this is the team. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.